Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Pallegney. Mosquitoes buzzing around. It's a beautiful March morning. March 2nd. Yeah, some fog in the distance. Let's check on the goats while we're back at the farm. See how they're doing. Hey, Brutus is coming up to say hi. That's not Brutus. I saw the white spots on you. That's not Brutus. Looks like an offspring of Brutus though, but eh. It is what it is. Alright, so what do we got going on? It is... Oh, there he is. No, that's the little guy. That's the little guys. We don't... What'd you do with Brutus? Yeah, you're only 12 months old. It'd be nice if you could, like, name these things, you know? But, oh well. So yeah, it is March 2nd. What do we got going on right now? Yeah, we're slowly buying more fields. We've got 14 to plant. We've got 10 to plant. We've got 9, which is... That was soybeans from last fall. 13 and 12, those are all canola. 4, what was that hot garbage? I think that's green beans. Let's go take a look at 4. Yep, that's harvested, so we get to replant this. That is amazing. We got another field. I can see the farmyard from here, people. So you know what that means. No more woods. Our wood productions are gone. Yep, we got rid of the big wood chip sawmill that was there. We got rid of the 2 little guys that were over there. We got rid of the firewood. Yep. Until we buy a new plot of forestry, which is, I mean, right there. There's one down there. Those are the only 2 that we could buy. You know, 125 and 113. That's in this section. Until we buy one of those, we are wood out of luck. So yeah, let's just check on, and I think I did feed the goats are good. Yeah, they got plenty of meadow grass. The milk is there. We did clear the eggs out. We should probably give them some food. Same with the water buffalo. Let's go ahead and get the water buffalo fed up. Yep, I am on earlier as well tonight. We had some things happen at the old farmstead, aka the house. And I'm just seeing if there's some TMR in here. I don't like to keep TMR in this silo. Yeah, so I was off work a little early. We got things squared away that we needed to get squared away, and we got 800,000 liters of TMR. Oh my gosh. My gosh. We got food coming out of our ears for the water buffalo. But you know, the nice thing is, no more dodging productions. And just out of curiosity, let's take a look at contracts. Yeah, nothing above 10,000. Stone picking we're not doing. How much more can I put in there? Yeah, we can put another truck in there and be fine. I should see if I can level that spot out a little bit. While we're doing that, let's just go ahead and... Yes, as you can see, all the trees are gone. We have combined the two fields that were right here. And I should straighten that field out there. Oh, also, see that little thing right there? Little guy? We've got rice to plant. But we're getting sidetracked here. Let's see if we can level that out just a little bit. On the sawmills. And because I like my gravel, let's see if I can gravel this in a little bit here. The unfortunate thing is, these roads, you can't seem to really adjust any. So I'm just trying to really hit just the 2-lane. And if I go into that little easement there, it's absolutely fine. As long as I don't go into my field. Or fields, plural. And we'll stop right there. Go back to that. Just do this medium-sized one here. See if we can just do a quick little level. So yeah, we did end up selling all of our wood products in the last stream. Let's go large. Let's just, I think I did hit everything here. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm not going to worry about that road. That road doesn't seem like it's too bad. And most of my traffic's going to be down this one anyway, because that's, you know, these are all my fields. All, is that one? I think that one is. I can't remember either way. Yeah, I think we'll just call it there for the leveling. Yep, we bought a few fields, we combined some things. I'm down to 5,500 bucks. Yeah, I got money. I ain't worried too much about it. As long as there wasn't a map update and I have to clear out all of my fields again of trees. And yeah. I'll top them all the way off. It won't hurt nothing. The only thing I use this truck for anymore is the TMR. If I'm selling products, then it's in the my flatbed transport. Oh yeah, that seemed like it was pretty good. Bounce. And because of the home situation that we had going on today, no webcam is being used tonight. The room where I do my gaming and streaming is an utter disaster right now. Oh no, Romeo, sorry. So, yeah, instead of having to, because space is limited, as you know, we had to make do with the area that we have. So, yeah. Daza, welcome in. You know, we'll just leave this guy right here. He ain't gonna hurt nothing. Today is not too bad, Daza. Thank you for asking. Mr. Crofter, welcome in, welcome in. I was gonna say, he looked a little on the dirty side, like he's been running through creeks and such. You need a bath, buddy. Alright, so as you can see, no more wood productions. The trees are all gone. And we're ready to really progress on to the next month. I did merge the fields up like I wanted to. So we got a very nice straight line there, and down that end is kind of a angled, so no straight line there. Not as straight as it can be. So yeah, we're sitting good, and that field is right there. Bloody headphones. There we go. They're back on. I had everything in line here up until I moved it all for finishing up my trees. So yeah, we got 3 or 4 fields to plant this coming April. We have field 114, that's going to rice. Field 10 and 9 and 4. I think 9 is going to go into sorghum, 10 is going to go into soybeans, and 4, haven't decided yet. I'm going to have plenty of straw from these 2 fields, so we don't need to worry about that. Maybe I'll do some corn. I haven't done any corn yet. And then we'll see if we can have enough to buy field 5, and maybe plant that one to corn as well. So Yeah, the contracts. Trying not to rely on them. Wood transport, not going to do. Spraying, not going to do. Plowing. There's a cultivating one that we can knock out real quick. I don't have a bell wrapper, so I can't do that one. In our cultivating, we've got a better cultivator than that. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into JC or the Fent, not JCB. I forgot how to drive. Haha. Where is that field at? Okay, it's up by our farm. Our goats. We'll get this contract knocked out of the way, gain a few extra bucks in the pocketbook, and then we'll move on to the month of April and start our planting. And I thought at the end of last stream I did go into the month of April, but apparently not. And there's nothing in here that we could use. That's a 10-meter cultivator. I mean, for 22,000 bucks, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't have 22,000 bucks, and I don't really care to buy one. Don't need that. Really don't need that. And my grass fields are looking amazing. Let's give them a quick check. They say they're ready to harvest, so we're going to wait until April, I think. Because I planted them in November on the final harvest of the season, replanted them. So we had March, April. Yep, we'll wait until April. Take blasted. But yeah, they're looking mighty fine. And we got the side panel here, trying to use that more and more for all of my implements and such, like bringing up the map. Still waiting on a steering wheel. I have my eyes on one, just need to get the money saved up to buy it. Alright, should be this field here. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop the implement. There we go. Let's open up our GPS options here. Take the headlamps down to 1. And cruise control GPS. What do we got for weather? Rain until mid-afternoon. And then we got some hail in April. What the heck is it with this map and hail? I have no idea. I mean, as long as we don't get a tornado, I guess that's fine and dandy. Oops. There we go. Hitting the wrong button. Yeah, it won't take us that much longer to get this contract done. Yeah, we do gotta go all the way down to the end. If I have to come back for some of these spots, I'll come back for some of these spots. I was trying to connect onto the GPS and it kept raising the implement. Since we don't have any other fields that we have to run over, I'm just going to keep the cultivator in the ground. And just lock on. So that will be in time. The next upgrades that we're going to do is get a bigger plow, get a bigger cultivator, but they're on the low priority list right now. The plow, I can't remember if we're running periodic plowing is off, field stones are off. So those are very low on the priority list, and we're only really using the cultivator and plow on contracts. Since we have our direct drill for both seed and planting. Speaking of which, I need to go grab the new one at the shop. I need to bring that back to the house. I should say not new. New to us. It is a used Kinsey, if I remember correctly. Let's go here. Grab the old Mouseketeer. Yep, we bought the big Kinsey. I do have that very nice large John Deere that will pull that like a dream. And also, 2 streams ago, we did buy a John Deere S7. And I did upgrade it to the mid-tier horsepower model. Yeah, I know the face camera's not working there, Daza. I had an issue at the house, and my streaming room is an absolute disaster. And I am not going to broadcast that for everybody to see. So until I get the room cleaned up, no face cam. Yeah, we had a slight issue with flooding, and the areas that we had storage, we had to clear out for the flooding. So my streaming room is now full of that type of stuff. So it'll be a day or two before we can get back to running the face cam. My hope is on Friday. Formidable, good evening. Welcome in. Yep, always Viagra. We gotta get the Cialis ordered. Maybe if we do some fertilizing. Yeah, sure. I mean, that is a that is a yeah. We're not going there anymore. Nope, it was all part of the plan for no more wood production. Once we got the lot cleared out, we were always going to stop the wood productions, and we won't start them back up again until we buy a different plot of land. Yeah, even though a couple streams ago I said no more contracts, I just wanted to get one done for this month because it has been a little while since we did any sort of contract. I think the last one I did was like in September or October of the previous season. We're not relying on the contracts, exclusively for the money, but it is nice having just a few extra bucks coming in every now and then. I do have my goat milk and my buffalo milk that slowly bring in the money. Not nearly as fast as the planks and wood beams. Hey, say hi to the pillow for me. We'll catch you later, Formidable. And just like Formidable said, he came in just for the quick thumbs up. So if you guys haven't hit the like button, please do so. I think with all the rain we're getting, I could flood my rice field pretty easily. Alright, catch you later, Formidable. Yeah, which line do we want to lock on to? I don't think we want that one. I think we want that one. I've been doing a lot of field work lately on other maps without using the GPS lines, and I forget how much I missed them. Getting close, 82%. Looks like about 3 more passes and this field will be done. Sweet, I want to look at something because I didn't see it earlier. View on the map. Okay, it is at the farm. Alright, right behind the silos. I've been doing so many, I've got 2 different Riverbend Spring maps that I've been playing on. This Pallegney, Waseca County, and just going through all of them, I forget where equipment's at on this map. And here in the near future, when I get my ducks in a row, and when I figure out what type of pet editing software I want to get, even if it is a free version, I'm going to be starting a new playthrough series. Not sure how many episodes a week it'll be. Probably start off with 1 just because of busy schedules and stuff. So it is going to be a bunch of, you know, editing for speediness, doing cuts and things like that. Just got to learn it all. Time lapses, there we go. Let's see, will we hit the 100% at the end of this row? Or do we got to go over there? Yeah, we just will run up to the top there, take out that strip. Mr. Psycho Kid, welcome in. Hey, there we go. Oh, wait, I gotta do this. I gotta raise it up that way, and let's see what folding implements is for. That was raised lower. Is it gonna be that one? Oh, fold, unfold. There we go. Been doing so much combine work with the side panel that I haven't used the implements with it. And then lock in the cruise control. I'm doing good, Psycho Kid. Now that things have calmed down at the old house. And we'll just go to the contracts and we will collect on that. Serpentine, serpentine. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll drop this off and we'll run back up to the store to grab our Kinsey. I've got to get used to using the side panel for this. My gosh. Because I have it right there to disconnect, connect is button 19. But I'm so used to the controller options for it, it's like automatic for doing that. And we'll lock in the cruise control. Crofters fell asleep in chat with me, snoring his head off. All good, Psycho. Thanks, buddy. How's your day been, sir? It must be my silky smooth voice putting everybody to sleep. That one. Yikes, did we... Okay, it just went up like crazy. Okay. Kind of freaked me out for a second when I saw the tractor move. Yeah, I don't see anybody. Let's go. Go, 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 go. As Jason Plays would say, another amazing content streamer. He's been playing a lot of Oblivion lately. He's big on the No Man's Sky circuit. We was going home. We had a power outage. Trying not to read the chat while I'm driving. But it came back on. Yeah. I've been there before. Uh-oh. Oh, good. We got free. Okay. We got Metallica playing a couple miles down the road from where I'm at. Yeah. Metallica would be fun to see in concert. I do like their music. Okay, let's do this the right way. Hit button 19. There we go. We don't have any goat cheese over there. It is raining. Let's go ahead and my keyboard decided to blank out on me. No more lights on it for some strange reason. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can disconnect and reconnect it. And apparently my microphone came back on because I unplugged the wrong one. But my keyboard's back and it's lit and I can actually see what button I'm hitting. There we go. And to exit the vehicle is 17. Not exactly sure what it is to start and stop it yet, but we'll figure it out sometime. Alright. Let's check the old sale page. Same bad junk. None of it that we need. And catch a few Z's. And we get to start our seeding operation. Oh, gosh. I mean, it's not hail, but it is hail. It should end here in the next hour or two. I don't see any tornadoes in the system. Got a little bit of hail damage there on the field. A little bit, not too bad. That's not so bad. I mean, I don't know why I'm looking at everybody else's, but, you know, curiosity. I'm not going to seed in the rain, but I will get the John Deere hooked up to the Bednar. And there it goes. Yeah, whoever parked that Flegel trailer there should be shot. Oh wait, that'd be me. 17. Wrong one. 19. Alright. We're fairly full, and now we're going to long grain rice. Been beat up. Yep, didn't suffer too much damage on that one, which is alright. Grass field's looking fairly healthy. Just run over here real quick and Yeah, that looks much better for a full field of grass. That looks much better. Nice and full. We're at 95%, ready to harvest. Oh yeah. So we get to do our grass fields today as well. Even this one's looking really good. Because the end of last season, I think it finally got up to about 75%, but that one needed lime. This one didn't need lime, but I did lime it just because. And then there's Brutus. There's the big boy. Couldn't find him earlier. And this one, 95%. Yeah, we're going to get some good yields out of these, I believe. Come on, rain end. Okay, there it is. Rain is gone, so to speak. Let's get this planting. Alright, do I want to do... I think with this one, I want to do 3 headlands. Just because... Yeah. Oops. Sorry about that, my dog hit my microphone stand. And then... let's see if I can figure out... unfold. Oh, activate, deactivate. There we go. There we go. Learning something new here. So to turn the seeders on and off is button 4. Oils, are you kidding me? I swore I had it set up for... let's turn that off. Yeah, one of the buttons I hit changed out my... I had it set on long grain rice. Let's try this again. Oh my gosh. Alright, turn seeder on. Lower implement. Lock on. Cruise control. Yeah, and it changes that texture. It's okay, in a month it'll be hidden, so... as long as, let's go into the PDA and we take a look. And we turn that off and go long grain rice, and that's it. Yes, sir. Rookie mistake. At least I caught it before doing an entire field of oilseed radish. Because that would have defeated the purpose of planting rice. Crop can only be planted inside the fields. I think what I might do though, because I got that little strip there because I couldn't go any further on making the field, I think I might plant that to like grass. The reason for doing 3 headlands, I guess. Because I don't exactly want to get rid of the field size per se. I want to keep it in case I decide to plant something different, you know, a year or 2 or 5 or whatever. Or when let's see, long grain rice is harvested in September, so I could plant like barley in it. And that ain't the first time I planted something wrong in a field and had to go back over it. The first time I did that, I actually left it in the field and then it screwed me up when I was doing the harvest. Because anytime you started harvesting a different crop type, it overrode what was in the hopper of the harvester. So that was always fun. So then you just had to sit there and pick and choose at it to try to get the one intended crop type. What do you mean no course detected? Detect the bloody course. So then we got to figure out what crop we were going to do on the other harvest, or the other field. Because we got a field of sorghum that we're going to plant. I think we were going to do corn. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Because I haven't done corn yet on my fields on this map. Oh yeah, that's right. That Kinsey takes liquid fertilizer too. We should be able to fill it up from our little seed station over there. And yes, we do have to pay a full price for the seeds and fertilizers and such out of there. The Omatana Seed Hut, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think I just want to do a strip of grass, that way we can keep this field as the intended size. And it'll only take one pass to do it, and I'll make sure I stay outside of the boundary. John Deere is definitely getting a workout. Oh, I got a blinker on. Let's turn that off. I don't know why he got hit. Oops. Double tapped. Really only useful on zombies. What is it? Rule number 1 is cardio. Rule number 2 is double tap, or are they flip-flopped? I forget. I forget the rules. So it's weird that it's showing that. Let me take a look at that, Daza. I see your picture. Let me raise that up so I'm not wasting fertilizer. I think I need to turn the webcam group off. There. How's that? Does it still show that blue box there, Daza? And oh my gosh, I need to adjust my microphone stand as well. It's not wanting to play nice. And I did hit it. And we'll drop it. I gotta remember on Streamlabs to turn the webcam group off as well as the webcam if I'm not using the webcam. Make sure the planting's going well. And then we'll come back and fertilize this before we flood the field. Yeah, it still shows that it's raining, but our tires are nice and dry, or our tracks, I should say. I just love how the in-game weather doesn't keep up with the notification. While that's going, switch here, go take a look here. Yep. Go back. Passes, and we got the hedgerows to do, headlands, end rows, whatever you prefer to call them. Now, do I own? Yeah, I need to take out those 2 trees there, but we'll do that at a later time. I don't have a sawmill. I'm not going to worry about them too much. But I do own 13 and 12. Yeah. Next time we buy a sawmill, we'll take those trees out. And I would have the Kinsey going and that field there, but I need the John Deere. I could pull this seeder with my Fendt, but the horsepower requirement is just not ideal. Yeah, we're looking at 240. The Fent has I think it's right at 240 as well. Flat land, it would work just fine, but I don't want to, I mean, especially when we're going up and over like that on the end here. And besides, I like my John Deere, I want to use it. Still weird that the hell spot shows up. And I want to say this is the field that I went ahead and actually did create. Oh, did the wrong thing there. I had hail damage in both of these fields, maybe I forget which ones. So I went through and I just did direct drilling on it. Oh, that might have happened just recently. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, it might have happened from the actual hailstorm that we had roll through. Oh. Missed the line. Now we'll take care of it. There we go. Now we'll get it. See how much of a little dip I have to make for the water pump. I hope it clears. Yes. And gotta stop. So then I've got to do it this way. For a little bit. Right there. rest of that looks planted fairly well. I love the sound of rain, but it's getting old when it says it's not raining in the game. And it's weird, it's dragging that texture along with it. All because of the oilseed radish mishap. Yeah, they ain't gonna plant anymore there. I don't care who you are, you're just wrecking equipment if you keep doing that, Shane. Hey, the rain stopped finally. Alright, let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's change that to grass. I can't remember. Can we go through that? No. Maybe I won't. It's a good thing I didn't turn it on. Yeah, the heck with it. We'll leave it. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Go ahead and fold her up. The wild rice, long grain rice, rice in general, and then that one. Waste money on liquid fertilizer. Waste money on seeds. Did I have liquid fertilizer here? That's the question. Nope, herbicide. I mean, I could have came over and grabbed those seed boxes, but oh well. Alright. And we don't have enough money to fix it at the moment, so let's go ahead and get this switch to... Okay, we got corn. Where was our cornfield at? Okay, right across the road to 4. Let's just switch this to sorghum. And I gotta remember I got beans to sell. That was a field of beans, right? Yep, soybeans. Now we gotta zoom out. Yeah, the lizard seeder that we had would have worked out great as well for this, but okay, fold, unfold. I did see on the Mod Hub today, and I think it's Looney Farm Gaming that does it as well, but they review mods as well as Sealy P. They showed a brand new Kinsey that activate it, drop GPS, that will plant everything. And but when I say everything, I mean everything. It will do your vegetables, so your carrots and red beets and all those. It will do your canola, your wheat, your oats, and also, which I was going to test out, I need to do it on a different map though, because the map I was going to test it out on was too late in the season. But it'll do poplar as well. And oh my gosh, I could have used that in the poplar field that I planted. It took me 2 weeks to do this field. It took, what was it, 38 pallets of poplar. And I bought a brand new JCB tractor just so it was the medium tractor that'll do the tight turns, just like the one I have over here. I bought that brand new. I put 21 hours on it planting poplar. Yeah. The field I estimated to be at, and I got to stop early so I don't run over my crops. I estimated that field size to be 35 acres. It was a combination of 4 fields merged into one, along with the excess, take over this spot because you can type thing, or replow it, create field. So it was a lot of poplar. I had a couple of 7-hour days on it, and then on Sunday afternoon and Monday is when I finished it up. Oh my, yeah, I'm glad it's done. But seeing this modded Kenzie come out, I'm definitely going to give it a shot to see how well the poplar works on it. Because anybody that plants poplar knows how big of a pain in the butt it can be. Especially if you like having a perfectly planted field, no dead spots or anything like that. And the interesting thing is, when you plant the poplar, it doesn't use pallets of poplar. It uses your seed bags or your seed containers. So you can plant poplar from general seeds, which is pretty cool. But like I said, I'm still trying to test it out. I need to go over to that map because it is March. Perfect planting time for poplar. I'll just advance a month and buy another small field and plant it to poplar. I'm already rocking 50 acres on that map, so I just as well continue. Just as well plant the entire map to poplar. And where's Cajun at to call this thing the Cookie Monster? Set to cruise control. I forget you got to actually take your finger off the gas. And let's check the fertilization status. Yep, I'll have to refertilize that next month, which will be fine. Do this head row while I'm here. Headland, end row, whatever you want to call it. You guys can hear me, right? I'm just not speaking into the void. I know you can, I'm just being goofy. And I'll replant that to sorghum. I should have stopped and raised the planter up instead of doing that, but oh well. Get that headland, turn the planter off, change to soybeans. And then, like I said, in the month of June, we've got to sell our soybeans. And then we'll go across the way to the one field, whichever one it is, and plant corn. Oh, it does not take much for soybeans. Turn that on. Get lined up. Ow. Reset our GPS. And we'll get that when we hit the headland. Yeah, it was the field just on the other side of the bridge that we got to do for corn. And I just love how the texture changes when you got a different crop there that you plant over. How fast is that Bednar? 10 miles an hour. Not too shabby. The lizard that we had, that guy, was 7. So we did a major upgrade going to the Kenzie here. Major upgrade. Get this headland taken care of. It's a freshly planted field, don't have to worry about destroying it. I need to put a strip of grass there on the edge. Textured grass, not or the landscaping grass. Not what I was trying to do on that field at the far end. Switch it to green beans, corn. There we go. All ready to rock and roll. Oh, crud. Crud. Gotta sit there and fold this up to go across. Let's see if it does. Let's see if we get it. Let's hit this straight, shall we? There we go. that field? Nuttis. Trying to avoid doing a headland on this side, but it's not gonna work. The nice thing is most of the row crops that we got to do can be taken care of with our grain header. So the corn header that we do have, it's an 8-row, will do just fine in this field. So maybe we'll have to be on the lookout for another corn header to show up in the market. Come on, make the corner. Good evening, John, and yes it is. Back on the old Pallegney map. With my newly purchased Kinsey planter. And I missed the section. It's okay, we'll back up and get it. Maybe. Alright, let's do this the smart way. Alright, planting season is done. Now we just have to remember to fertilize next month. Barely fits. Alright, off to do some mowing and baling. It's got fertilizer on it, John. It's got liquid fertilizer tanks. Yeah, that Kinsey planter runs liquid fertilizer. And now we get to see how many bells we get on our freshly planted fields. Yeah, that just looks horrible. Hail damage. Yeah, normally I buy planters and seeders that have solid fertilizer. This is the first one that I've used that has liquid. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Anybody coming? No? Alright. Attach, detach. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. First you need to unfold it. Okay, there we go. And then... okay, I guess you can go in there. Fine, then. Turn it on, that one, lower the implement, jump in this guy, here's a new mod for you, John. You're gonna like this. Give me a minute to get this thing set up. Lower. So if I come back here and hit Control F to do it. Alright, what's the function again? Right control and F. Oh my gosh, this thing's not working right. Okay, let's get you behind. Let's try this again. Control F. There we go. I gotta remember to let's decrease the speed down to, I think it's 7. Will it make the corner? Yes, he will. he's speeding up. This real quick. Turn off the lines, okay. And I want to check that baler. And we got a speed of 11, okay. Alright. So this is a huge time saver, John. It's called Follow Me. You set it up with an AI worker, you have it follow you, and it will do that just fine. Well, not just fine. It'll mess up every now and then, but yeah, it's a huge time saver for baling, especially if you're getting straw for harvesting. You do have to plan your route accordingly. You just can't willy-nilly make turns and back up and things like that. Yep, it is. I started using this on the last grass harvest, and oh my gosh, it was so nice. Even going around all of these pillars. You do have to check on it, though, just to make sure it's following you. Another time saving is if you're using the MacDon swather and like wheat fields and things like that. It will save a whole bunch of time for doing those as well. Now let's slow her down 1 mile per hour. That out there. You just have to be mindful of your bales, and as long as you pay attention where they are and don't make any sharp corners, you'll do all right. see how well it handles this. Does it back up? Yeah, it does. But we got around it. That's all we care about. See what it does there. Okay. That works for me. Yeah, no worries, John. Yeah, when it first came out, I didn't know about it, if I would use it. But now that it's out, it's definitely getting used on as many jobs as I can put on it. That tractor and baler should handle those corners nicely. That's why I like having that big 9RX on it. It doesn't care what's behind it, and it turns nice and tight. biggest thing you have to remember with Follow Me is you have to travel at the speed of the vehicle that's behind you. So this mower can do like 15 miles an hour. That baler can only do 11. So you have to set your cruise control to match the baler speed. That's the only downfall with it. And if you get too far ahead, it will stop the AI worker. Yes, sir, this mower is amazing. I am so glad I bought it on this map. And I think I am about done with the mowing of these two fields. I have one field left to do. And that one's going to be handled all by myself. I'm just going to meet it up here. And stop the AI worker. So I can collect that little guy right there. And this little guy right there. We'll leave it run. Oops, hit the wrong button. Oh well. So they go over to the third and final field. Oops, there we go. Okay, let's try this again. Now let's shut the gate. And then we get to turn it on. Mower. Yeah, this field is just so tight and confined that having the Follow Me going in here I don't think is worth it. Pardon my concentration. Yep, I was afraid of that. Let's do this. Enter the vehicle that way. Yeah, whatever. I got access to the land, you just don't like it. And that's why I love this tractor on this baler. If I had my Fendt on that, I would have had to make like a 3-point turn. And I gotta make sure I shut the gate up here so that I can actually get in to the corner. We'll move this hay bale or straw bale. It's right there. And we'll go back to the vehicle. Yeah, the field is kind of a pain with this mower, but I think even with any mower, I would struggle. It's like right here. It's all because of the fence. If there was no fence, it'd be easy. Should be able to collect both swaths at the same time. I'll just go to one. One little spot right there. Let's see if we can grab it. Come on, get up the hill. Slick tracks. There we go. Sorry everybody, Mrs. came down to kiss me goodnight. And let's go ahead and turn that off. Or pick that up, I should say. I don't want to turn this off until I get out here. Fold her up, and that bale that's in there will wait until the next harvest. Whiskey Creek, welcome in. Yeah, I could remove the fence, but that I'm trying not to hide the different map items on this map. Trying to keep that as real as possible. There we go. And now, do that. Close enough. Yes. I hope I get at least 24 bales out of this altogether. The goal is 27 to see if replanting these 3 fields was worth it. You should go to bed, Daza. Unload it. Grab 2 of them and put them over in the rest of the stack. Yeah, even though I got 26 bales, I have to go down and pick up 2 more. The 27th bale is actually in the baler. Go ahead and load those up. Reading chat and driving. Cheesecake. What kind of cheesecake there, Whiskey? Strawberry, cherry, chocolate. Alright, we'll get these guys home and we'll actually put these in the shed that I got. And it's nice only bringing up one tractor up here instead of two. One tractor, one trailer. And we're maxed out on the cruise speed, so that's good. Man, even this 9RX is struggling getting up the hill with 144,000 liters of grass on the back of it. Yeah, go ahead and pass me a Volvo and get stuck. Haha. That's because it's a crappy John Deere. If you throw a case and a John Deere in front of me and a Fendt and a Kloss, I'm picking the John Deere every time. I don't care. I'm actually particular to red, but in the tractor world or the implement world, it's all about the John Deere. Okay. What's in the... Don't need those. Really don't need that go wheel. And I really don't need the Fendt from the Ideal pack. Which one is it? The Fendt Ideal. So it's just that one. Oh, the paralevel. Okay, that is it's the same setup as this guy here, where it does auto leveling. That's what that is. I'm surprised it's not more expensive than the base model, though. Oh well. Our S7 works just fine. It's a big green booger on wheels. Yeah, you could say that, but I'd rather have a booger than a blood streak. It is New York chocolate marble, strawberry swirl, and brownie. Ooh, you got the multi-pack. Can you share, please? One to our settings. Boom. 1 day. Decision has been made. And 3,200 bucks to our name. Ugh. Ooh. Could sell some straw bills. Whiskey, please stop, bud. Need that in my life. AKA, go to the store, Daza, and buy your own. Okay, I think we're good on chicken food. We are definitely good on TMR. Ooh, chicken food is getting low. I need some chicken food. Hence the reason why I'm planting sorghum. Connect. Sorghum. Still not enough. And that's why we got wheat as well. And barley. I think there was barley in there. Under all things food. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey Daza. Since you're a moderator, can you go ahead and post Whiskey Creek's YouTube channel in the chat for everybody? And you just as well post yourself. Am I gonna be able to do this? There we go. Note to self, come up here with the pickup truck. The big trailer's hard enough to get in there. We should have enough, yeah, we got enough in there. The egg supply is good. Okay, goat milk is fine. We'll have to clear the slurry out next month. Yeah, Whiskey's trying to hit 200 subs. Here I am trying to hit just 50. Let's go to the John Deere, disconnect from the trailer. Excellent. Thank you, Daza, for doing that. And yes, everybody, go check out Whiskey Creek. He's got some very good stuff, very good streamer. Okay, we are on April 2nd. Ooh, we got a Valtra T-Series. I'm not in need of another medium tractor. Alright, let's go ahead and let's check the animals. I think we need yep, we can go grab some goat milk. And then if Big Daza would post his YouTube channel, that would be swell as well. And thank you for that whiskey. And Cody Weber, thank you for the subscription. That is amazing. Welcome in. Yeah, it's bugging me just a little bit. There we go. OCD at its finest. And then we go whack. As far as it'll go. Whack. And how are we doing on the goats themselves for the quantity in here? Fence jumping 101. We are full. We got a whole bunch. And we're just, those ones are starting the reproduction cycle. These ones are just shy of it. They're 2 months in, so one more month, and that group of 20, we're going to be rolling in the milk here in no time. And whoop. And that's one of the nice things with this side panel is I did the one of the keys on it as my auto loading, and I have another one set up for the unload. So instead of having to hit, Control Shift R for load and Shift I for unload, like that and like that, I have it just as hot buttons. So it saves a whole bunch of time. One of the many uses I've done out of it so far. Thanks to Gold Gaming and his 500 subscriber live stream that he did. The Sim Stick, I don't know. I know they just came out with a version for PlayStation, which is great for those guys. The next thing on my list to buy is a steering wheel. I do have a set of eyes on that. But if someone else gets to it before I get to it, that's fine. He's getting lazy with that. Yeah, instead of doing a left button, an A to open up the trailer, I can do it from the sim panel. While I'm over here, I will grab the eggs that are in the chicken coop. It's not lazy, John, it's resourcefulness. Ah. Stupid thing. Supposedly you can buy the Thrustmaster wheel pedals and the new sim stick as a bundle. I do believe that is one of the options that you can do for any version of the Thrustmaster steering wheel. You can buy them as a combo set. But yeah, for PlayStation players, that is a godsend that they have their own sim stick. I definitely don't dog on any of the console players. I play console, so I know the struggles that they have. put those there. Then we'll come up and we'll grab the Alright, we'll grab the buffalo milk. And then we'll jump over to the next month. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and speed time up. Yep. I forgot we already looked at the sell page. Only 450 liters a day on multi-day months. So going down to 1 day should give me about 900. International Series 200. We'll look at that here in a second. I just want to see what the heck it is. I'm not too worried about buying it. I mean, we only got the 2,600 bucks right now, but and we'll unload that. Oh yeah, no. It's a cool looking truck. I hate the startup and stopping sequence that they have on it. It sounds absolutely horrible. And we'll get those loaded up. I think there's more. Yep, a whole bunch more. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave that one in there. I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just go ahead and sell it. Get some money back in our stockpile. Cool, we have a buffer now. I gotta move you. You're just in a bad spot. Alright. See you later, Daza. Take care. Get some good sleep, buddy. Alright. And with that, we're going to go to sleep as well. Great demand at Koki Express. Avalment. 54,000. We don't need that. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Let's just take a quick look at the contracts. Speed some time up here. Because our stuff is... We're just kind of waiting now. Oh, I need to fertilize. I need to fertilize. And we'll jump into the JCB. Glad I remembered that because I got to do that. I got to do my grass as well. I got a lot of fertilizing to do. And we got lime in here, so let's switch that out. Fertilizer. That was fertilizer. That was fertilizer. Okay. I don't like how it stacked that up there. Let's go ahead and drop that down. Why is it not accepting that one? Oh, that one's kind of glitched out, I guess. We should have you done. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's go here. So we got 2 fields, 3 fields to fertilize. And then along with the grass. Time to play the best game ever. 334 hours in Farm Sim 25 so far. And if I drive over this, we should be good. Yeah. And then I gotta actually turn my water on in here as well when we're done. Well, this is gonna be fun. Doing this without... Oh, it's because I turned the lines off. That's why. Forgot about that. So I did miss a little bit there at the start. Yeah, close enough. So one down and back, then we go over to do the other two fields. Those two here. We don't have the 87,000 to buy that field yet. What did they plant in those? Oh, that one's barren. Okay, I could buy that one and then do something with it in the fall. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Definitely gonna be saving the nickels and dimes. Oh, I gotta get the weeder out. I need to weed these two fields. I always forget about doing that as soon as you're done planting. Only because I got spoiled when I planted this field and this one and that one last season. I didn't have to weed them. And turn off. Nothing like taking a fertilizer spreader off-roading. Yeah, I know. So then we'll grab the John Deere, hook it up to the weeder, and go after these 3 fields that we just planted last month. Yep, doing good. Whiskey, I live in Wyoming. Okay, it was just loading. Okay. Kind of freaked me out for a second. And this is where it's wasted because you cannot narrow the width on this one. Washington State. One place I have not been to. I mean, there's been a lot of places I haven't been to, but I forgot. I gotta do this here. Hit the center, that way it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Ha ha ha. Yep, once I'm done fertilizing, I'll come back and weed these 3 fields, and then I'm going to call it a night. Just, what, 1 more pass? Yeah. The only time I've been to Cody, Wyoming is to drive through it as I'm going to Sheridan. Yep, close enough. Awesome. And I'm gonna risk the John Deere for a hot second. Disconnect. I'm going to drive on a field and see if I destroy anything. I do not. Try it again. Okay. Alright, I do have crop destruction turned on. That's why I was testing that. Because the John Deere is the only suitable tractor for my weeder. And let's go ahead and unfold that. And give her a drop down. So take care of some of the weeds. But will it get these ones? Half of them. Like I said, I always forget to do the weeding after I do sowing. Ain't the first time I've left weeds in the field, so I just wish I can get the rotary hoe. That would take care of everything, but it's all I want is this. But it has never shown up in the shop. And I don't want to have to rely on plowing a field every time we're done harvesting. No matter, maybe one of these years we'll actually get that rotary hoe. Yeah, because this is a used only equipment playthrough, I have to wait for it to show up in the market, and it has not. Otherwise I would buy it, but that's the only thing holding me back. And because I did plow half of this field, I'm just going to sit there and pick and choose where I go. Working on the Animal Whisperer challenge. You can only sell the products from the animals. You cannot put the products in the factories. Yeah, that will definitely limit the amount of money that you make every month. Even if I were to do the herbicide on this, I still don't have a sprayer either. And I know some people are thinking, well, why don't you lease the items from the shop? Well, the playthrough I'm doing here is no leasing, as well as only from the used market. Trying to challenge myself a little bit. And so far it's actually been rewarding. I've enjoyed this playthrough. The ultimate goal is to buy this corner of the map, excluding the BGA and the wood fields. Because once I do that, then pretty much anything is possible. I mean, considering I've got this very large tractor here, I'm surprised I didn't ruin my canola there. And the plethora of other pieces of equipment, including that John Deere S7. I've had relatively good luck. And if it wasn't for the the map update where it restored all of the trees I cut down, then we'd be definitely further behind. But it was an issue that the game created itself, and we were able to capitalize on it. We'll just hang out in this spot right here. Next pass is going to be right down the middle. Yeah, just can't get all the weeds out of this, which is unfortunate, but it's not the first time I've had a weedy field. I just try to avoid it whenever I can. Alright, John, we'll see you in a later stream. Have a good night. And then maybe in the fall we'll actually plow these two fields together. Make a larger field. Maybe. I also like the option of having different crops planted amongst different fields instead of 2 or 3 different crops altogether, because every field is large. Swing it. Alright, one more field to go, and then we're done for the night. Come on, get around the corner. And that's the smallest of the 3, so it won't take near as long. Yeah, it's a bit too wide. This field's actually pretty good, except for this section here, which are medium weeds, and this probably won't touch them. Look at the field. Yeah. Other than that, everything's really good. Alright, let's get this back over to the farm. Ain't nothing I can do about medium weeds. Come on. Definitely don't take the bridge with this thing. Still don't know why that one didn't get accepted into the spreader, but oh well. Alright, let's check on the animals. Goats are good. Chickens are good. Dairy's good. Or I should say buffalo. Any tornadoes in the forecast? No. Maybe we'll actually have a fairly clear year. Check the market. I really need these three things to go away. Now, gotta feed Romeo. Great demand at Castle Knot. I don't care. Contracts. None of them worth my time. Oh, it's only 5. I thought it was 1900. Alright, let's go ahead and take her down to 1. Sleep through the night. There it is. There's one of the wish lists. Okay, even if we bought the 12 meter, which is 340, our John Deere will definitely pull that. Yep, just we'll buy that. We'll leave it at the shop as well. That way, if a plowing contract ever shows up, I mean right there, but you know, for 4 grand, it's really not worth it. I thought I changed the time scale back to one day. Chickens are doing all right on food. Let's buzz through May. Oh my gosh, they killed Kenny. Here comes the hail to destroy my fields. How to do it for those guys, or girls I should say. I'm up to 48. So those ones just need to get up to the point of starting to reproduce. Alright, let's finish out the month of May. I'm not going to worry about... I do need to take care of the slurry next month. The eggs I got to go clear out sometime again. Goat milk I need to get. Buffalo milk is... grime... Yeah, we're not doing those. I just sold mine off. That was... Or... I've got a better one than that, so... Alright. Let's see what we got in June here. Bailey High Lift Trailer. Don't need that. Yeah, it's 17,000 liters now. Not even. Yeah. Yeah, definitely no contracts worth doing there. So yeah, hey buddy. Yes, good boy, good boy. I do got some crops to sell this month. I need to remember to do that. We've got some soybeans. We are at the top of the month. Definitely worth it taking it to the little market. Some oats. We're at the bottom. Corn. Some sunflowers, and the wheat we need to keep for the chickens. Barley we need to keep for the chickens as well. So yeah, the oats are only really good for if we want to buy the Saint Ferries meal. Buy it for 350,000, yeah. And that's just right across the way from us. So, I mean, I only planted those just so that we could get straw, which I still have yet to get a shredder so that I can get manure out of my buffalo barn. So which means that all of this straw we're going to probably sell the next time straw comes up at a good price. I mean, that'll be in December. It's really not worth much, but we do have a lot. You know, we got 50 bales plus the 2 wheat fields that we'll have here in July. So we got a busy month of July coming up with our wheat. So yeah, I want to thank every single one of you for coming into the stream tonight. I do appreciate all the likes, comments, and the new subscriptions. If you have not, please consider subscribing and liking. I do appreciate it all. And as always, Romeo and I thank you. He's looking at bunnies out in the distance. He's the bestest bunny chaser. So yeah. And as always, we'll catch you later. Thanks, guys. Good night.